I got something I want to share with you guys today. Keep Trade Cut has added the rookies to their overall dynasty ranking, so we get to see what these rookie running backs are pairing up with the veterans. Today we're going to go over the rookie running backs. I'll do another video on the receivers and so forth. That way we can look at the entire class. But here we are. We're on keeptradecut.com, and we're just going to view these rookies, how they're being valued. So right now, Bijan Robinson's going down at 7th overall, the RB2 behind Breece Hall. That's interesting considering in startup ADP, he is the RB1, and he's being the 5th player drafted off the board. So here he's going a little bit lower. As you can see down here, Jahmyr Gibbs, 27th player off the board. He is the RB8. Being drafted behind Saquon Barkley, Travis Etienne, that makes sense. Christian McCaffrey, that makes sense. Kenneth Walker, that makes sense. So around this range kind of makes sense. So it's not like he's too low. It's above Josh Jacobs, Austin Eckler. Now down here you see Zach Charbonnet, 57th player off the board, RB14, behind Ramondre Stevenson, Javonte Williams, Najee Harris, Austin Eckler, depending on where he goes in the draft, which I imagine he'll probably get like second round draft capital or so. He won't be in the first round, maybe high in third round at the worst. I figure he's going to be getting decent draft capital. I think he's going to bump up at least a spot or two. I don't see him going Josh Jacobs, Austin Eckler range, especially their current situations. He might go around Najee Harris, Javonte Williams range. I see Williams maybe percolating throughout the offseason, up and down in value, just in a short range. But Zach Charbonnet is somebody to watch here. Could be a riser, could be a faller too if he falls a little bit in the draft, but who knows? Who knows what happens there? But we're going down, and we're going quite a bit of ways for another rookie running back. I feel like that's not a good idea. I feel like some of these rookie running backs should be a little bit higher, like above Tyler Algier, above Pacheco, above James Cook. I mean, if we're going to regard this as a highly talented class, and you better value it that way, we're going to have some discounts here. This is where they're going to come. Zach Evans, right now, he's souring a lot of people's mouths, but he does have an impressive highlight package. He is highly athletic. He is very explosive. Former 5-star recruit. All it takes is him getting some good draft capital, going to a good team, and he's going to be igniting. He has the potential to be the RB1 in all of Dynasty. That's where his potential's at. Same with Sean Tucker. Good athleticism. He's got speed. It pops off on tape. Catches the ball in the backfield. I would take him over Tyler Algier, over Dalvin Cook, especially for long term, over Isaiah Pacheco. I would take him. Zach Evans is a little bit of a wild card, but I would definitely take him. These guys should be risers. They're being valued at RB27, RB26. They should be rising a little bit. They should be pushing Dameon Pierce for sure. They should be pushing these guys. They should be up around this range, around 71, 72-ish range. RB18, RB19, RB20. They should be somewhere right there. They should be pushing Rachaad White. We should have more running backs in that range because this is a loaded class. Kendre Miller. I like that they have Kendre Miller ranked high. I do like that among this class, but he should be ahead of Khalil Herbert. He should be ahead of A.J. Dillon. Should be ahead of Cam Akers. Miles Sanders just seems low for where he is. Should be ahead of Brian Robinson. He should be with Zach Evans and Sean Tucker. Tank Bigsby, that might be a good location, but I think he should be bumped up a few spots. I think Kendre Miller, if people followed these in their draft and this became like his ADP, this would be a steal. RB35, I think this is a big-time steal, and that's something I would want out of my back. So that's a good value. I like that a lot. RB35, I would want him somewhere RB20 to 25-ish for sure. That's where he should be. And then Tank, maybe he's 25 to 30-ish. And down here, there's more guys I like. Rashawn Johnson's high if you compare him versus my rankings, but still, I think this is a good spot. We also have Devin Achane up here. Next, Kamara, next to Antonio Gibson. I think he'll get decent draft capital. I think he'll be bumped up a bit too. These rookies are going to hold their value a good bit. They're going to be explosive, and they're going to pop off left and right like fireworks. Kind of like I said about the wide receivers in last year's class. Rashawn Johnson as well. Let's go into the next page. I'm liking these values. Like, if people are valuing these rookie running backs like this, especially the running backs not named Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs, you're going to be catching a ton of values in startup drafts. I think they're not going to be doing that. But Izzy Abakanda, 197th player off the board, RB51, that's a steal. Tajay Spears, 211th player off the board, RB57. That's just free money right now. That's just free money. I get it. The drafts are crapshoot. Their careers are crapshoot. But, man, those are cheap prices. You can't tell me a lot of these running backs like Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Would you rather have Tajay Spears or Clyde Edwards-Helaire? Would you rather have Tajay Spears or Leonard Fournette? Which pool would you rather dip your toe in right now? Eric Gray or Clyde Edwards-Helaire? Eric Gray's kind of high, but he's not really high because this is free money area. But I think there's other running backs off the board that we can chew on, like Deuce Vaughn, Mohamed Ibrahim. We're getting in no man's land here. They're kind of Kenny McIntosh. I figure McIntosh would be ahead of Deuce Vaughn and Mohamed Ibrahim. Just the Georgia prowess, his receiving ability, his yak, all that stuff. I bet there's more gems down here. Chase Brown. Woo! 311th player off the board. Below Chase Edmonds, Jonas Johnston, Tristan Ebner, Zach Moss, and you're going to put Chase Brown. It's just that lottery ticket here. It's a high-end lottery ticket. We saw it at the Combine. We saw it at the Senior Bowl. We saw it this year. We saw it against Michigan. I'd rather take a chance on that lottery ticket. I'd rather just pull that ticket and see what happens. Let's go on down to another set of the ranks here. Let's see what other rookies are being undervalued. There's somebody that wasn't listed yet that's a high-end rookie. We're down here. We are down here. Dwayne McBride, Evan Hall, 492, 498 Keaton Mitchell, Chris Rodriguez, Cam Peoples. This is starting to get laughable because you should be pulling strings at these young guys. Just pulling strings over some of these old heads. You know they're on the down portion. That's it for these rankings, right? That's it. That is it for these running back rankings. So if this holds true for startup drafts, which it doesn't, which it does not, I'm in enough mock drafts with people that they pull strings on these rookies a lot earlier to shoot for the upside, which they should be, especially when we get to no man's land, especially when we get to that part with the running backs where they're old and decrepit, and you have these young guys who are later round picks but have a ton of upside. You just shoot your shot on that lottery ticket. We get a lot of that. I feel like they're really hurting on the values of those later round running backs or those mid-round running backs. I think there's a lot of upside to be tapped on, but on top of that, and startup drafts might be the best way to get some of these rookie running backs, honestly. And it's always has been, especially with these deep classes. When you have a deep class and you have a lot of depth at the position, you'll catch a few of these players slipping down the board. They'll camouflage into the vets. This is the best way to get the rookies in startup drafts. You just pluck them away. And you know what? There will be a 25, 26, 27-year-old running back that you like that will be productive for another couple years. But you know what? Taking a chance on those rookies with the upside, they'll have insulated value due to their age, and then they will have the upside. A lot of them will increase in value or hold their own. Like Rachaad White this time last year was at the bottom of the list. Look where he's at now. It's not the case for all running backs, but it's going to be a case for a lot of these guys this year. This is a talented running back class. If you're going to go into your rookie drafts as this being a talented running back class and you're thinking that all offseason, then you need to have that reflected in how you're drafting in startup drafts as well. I'm not saying draft them, all of them in the top 10. I'm saying just elevate them a bit to where you're catching a bulk of rookie running backs. You want to be young at the position anyways. You want to be competitive. You want to be built around wide receivers. We all know this. But let me know your thoughts below on these values. I feel like they're missing a couple running backs. I feel like it just didn't dawn on me in my head. Let me know who it is because I know they are. There's a few running backs that were not listed or I went over them and didn't talk about them. But there's someone missing. Let me know in the comments below because I bet you there is some. I feel like this is a very shady list. I want to hear about it. Make sure you smash that subscribe button on the way out. It's only going to help you build your Dynasty teams going forward. And I'm going to get you ready for your rookie drafts. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.